Welcome to the top 10 teen-rated games on the MetaQuest platforms. Links below in the description for any items you want to purchase. Strap on your headsets and let's dive in.
Number 10.
Red Matter offers a captivating and visually impressive VR experience, immersing players in a gripping sci-fi narrative set within a vast, enigmatic lunar base. The game stands out with its stunning, highly detailed environments that make the most of the MetaQuest capabilities, creating a rich, realistic atmosphere, and an intuitive movement system enhance the immersion, allowing players to engage deeply with both the puzzles and the environment. The gameplay centers around familiar puzzle mechanics, which are elevated by VR interaction. Although some puzzles may feel repetitive, they are generally well crafted and contribute to the game's steady progression. Both games' relatively short duration and occasional technical glitches may dim the experience for some players. But in conclusion, Red Matter is a must-play for VR fans, offering an engaging mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and storytelling. Its striking visuals and immersive design make it one of the standout titles for the MetaQuest, particularly for those seeking a visually rich and atmospheric VR puzzle adventure.
Number 9.
Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted and Help Wanted 2 offer immersive horror experiences that bring the terrifying world of Freddy Fazbear's animatronics to life in VR. Both games capture the franchise's essence, blending suspense, fear, and engaging VR gameplay. In Help Wanted, players take on mini-games involving animatronic repairs and surviving encounters with Freddy's characters. Spend the night cowering in the security office and attempt to ward off the bombardment of animatronic attacks. The VR experience is interactive, with players physically moving and managing terrifying situations. Help Wanted 2 improves upon the first by introducing new challenges and more dynamic minigames. Players experience enhanced visuals, smoother interactions, and more complex tasks, adding to the tension. The game's ability to sustain suspense and create an even more terrifying atmosphere earns it high marks. While both games are praised for jump scares and atmospheric horror, some found the minigame variety a bit repetitive. Both titles stand out for their effective use of VR, providing fans with a more visceral horror experience. While the difficulty and reliance on jump scares may not suit everyone, they are essential for fans of the franchise and VR horror lovers.
Number 8.
I Am Security is a lively and comedic VR simulation game that casts players as a nightclub bouncer, tasked with maintaining order at a bustling club entrance. Your duties range from checking IDs and searching bags to managing unruly guests, creating a dynamic blend of problem solving, management, and physical interaction. The gameplay balances challenge with humor, keeping the experience engaging and light-hearted. Players interact with incoming patrons using tools like metal detectors or by frisking to identify restricted items or suspicious behavior. This, alongside the unlockable items, keeps the game fresh and gripping. As the game progresses, the scenarios become increasingly complex. The straightforward controls make the game accessible, while its exaggerated, colourful visuals add to the game's whimsical appeal. Some have observed that its repetitive nature may make it better suited for shorter play sessions. Overall, the game stands out as a fun, unique VR experience, offering plenty of humour and interactive problem solving.
Number 7.
Battlegrounds is a free-to-play multiplayer VR sandbox game that swaps modern gunplay for gritty medieval combat. Players face off using swords, bows, axes, and other era-inspired weapons in fast-paced arena-style matches. With motion-controlled combat, timing and technique are key. Blocking, striking, and dodging all feel tactile and rewarding. The game features multiple core modes, including free-for-all, team battles, and master duels, all set across compact, medieval-themed maps that keep the action tight and intense. The low-poly visuals are clean and stylistic, helping maintain smooth performance on the quest. Sound effects and weapon impacts enhance immersion, while the physics-based combat adds a satisfying layer of realism. Though Battlegrounds is in early access and doesn't have a wide range of unlockables, it makes up for it with its fun, skill-based gameplay and an active, growing community. Regular updates and dev engagement suggest there's more to come, making it a solid pick for players who enjoy competitive VR swordplay.
Number 6.
Into the Radius is a tense, atmospheric, single-player VR survival shooter set in the eerie post-apocalyptic Radius Zone. The game focuses on exploration, resource management, and realistic combat as players venture into a dangerous world filled with anomalies and hostile creatures. Each mission involves carefully planning, scavenging for supplies, and returning safely to base to regroup. Combat is grounded and immersive, with manual weapon handling, maintenance, and a need for tactile precision. The enemies are strange and unsettling, enhancing the game's survival horror tone. Though the quest version scales back compact visuals, it delivers a hauntingly immersive experience with strong environmental design and impactful soundscapes. Into the Radius stands out for its methodical pace, realism, and atmospheric depth, ideal for players who enjoy survival gameplay.
Number 5.
Metro Awakening offers a gritty, deeply immersive VR experience that captures the tense, atmospheric qualities fans of the Metro series have come to love. This VR title transports players to a hauntingly detailed post-apocalyptic Moscow metro system where survival hinges on resourcefulness, stealth, and fast reflexes, accentuated by haunting audio and an original soundtrack. Players can expect encounters with horrifying mutants and desperate human survivors, with each situation demanding careful strategy. For players who appreciate the Metro franchise's bleak tone and atmospheric storytelling, Metro Awakening brings an engaging new perspective to the series. With the developers Vertigo Games patching in an improved gun rotation system, the gameplay is now more immersive and delivers an enjoyable experience. Though the game's linear structure limits exploration to a degree, its crafted pathways are filled with memorable challenges that deliver a hauntingly immersive apocalypse experience.
Number 4.
Dungeons of Eternity is a cooperative VR dungeon crawler blending action, strategy, and exploration. Players can team up or go solo through procedurally generated dungeons filled with enemies, traps, and loot. The game features 3 modes: Dungeon Raid, Crystal Hunt, which involves collecting crystals to power a pyramid, and Soul Harvest, a horde mode focused on gathering souls from defeated foes. Each mode offers distinct challenges, keeping gameplay fresh. Visually, the game impresses for a standalone VR title, with atmospheric environments, real-time lighting, and detailed textures. Combat is satisfying, with a variety of weapons and magic that provide rewarding feedback. The sound design further enhances immersion, with realistic effects and atmosphere building. While Dungeons of Eternity delivers a compelling experience, some players find the dungeon layouts and enemy variety repetitive over time. Overall, Dungeons of Eternity is an immersive and entertaining VR dungeon crawler, with impressive visuals, engaging combat, and varied modes. Though it could benefit from improved single-player balance, it remains a solid choice for fans of cooperative VR adventures.
Number 3.
Bone Lab, developed by Stress Level Zero, is an ambitious physics-driven VR game. It combines a structured narrative with a sandbox-style playground, allowing players to explore a variety of activities such as parkour, shooting, melee combat, and puzzle solving. One of its standout features is the avatar system, which lets players switch between different characters, each with unique physical traits that affect movement, strength, and agility. This system adds depth to both combat and traversal, making each avatar feel distinct in how they interact with the game's physics-based environment. The combat system builds upon its predecessor, Boneworks, with more refined melee mechanics and weightier weapon handling. Guns feel satisfying to shoot, with realistic recoil and reload mechanics, while melee combat allows for greater control over strikes and grapples. However, while the physics-based interactions add immersion, they can sometimes feel clunky, leading to moments where objects behave unpredictably or combat lacks precision. Bone Lab's movement system relies heavily on smooth locomotion, which can be a challenge for those prone to motion sickness. Its high degree of physical interaction, including climbing, jumping, and throwing, makes it one of the more intense VR experiences, best suited for players accustomed to full body movement in virtual reality. The game offers extensive mod support, allowing players to add new avatars, weapons, maps, and custom game modes. This significantly extends replayability. Bone Lab is one of the most unique and engaging titles available.
Number 2.
Vail VR. Vail is a tactical FPS that's pushing the boundaries of what competitive VR shooters can offer. Designed specifically for virtual reality, Vail emphasizes precision gunplay, team-based combat, and immersive environments. The heavily invested devs at Miami-based startup AAX Labs have worked hard to create a high degree of weapon realism, each gun feeling uniquely tuned, with customizable loadouts that permits players to modify their gear to match their style. Gunplay itself is very fluid and responsive, ensuring that quick reflexes and sharp aim are rewarded. Getting kills and leveling up is a sought-after grind, as the unlocks are super cool. Also, community events providing players awesome-looking skins as well as in-game currency. A standout feature of Vail is its social aspect. Vail takes an onus on community interaction, offering dedicated social spaces, esports events, and constant updates based on players' feedback. Backed up by a booming lively Discord server full of a whole host of friendly legends offering advice and assistance on the game mechanic. With these newly found friends, players can chill out by playing mini games in the armory before jumping into the competitive action. The only only downside is team balancing being a slight issue, but deservedly winning the Webby Award for People's Voice Best VR Game. Visually, the game delivers high quality graphics with beautifully well designed maps adding to the immersion. AEX Lab continuously introduce new modes, maps and skins, huge in keeping the game's content fresh and engaging.
Before we get to number 1, make sure to like, comment what your number 1 would be, and subscribe for more VR content. And here are some honourable mentions. Contractors, underdogs.
Number 1.
Batman Arkham Shadow for the MetaQuest 3 and 3S emerged as one of 2024's most talked about VR titles. Developed by Camouflage, the game provides a highly immersive Batman experience that captures the essence of the Arkham series with its signature blend of combat, detective work and gadgetry. The combat is particularly noteworthy, offering intense, physically engaging hand-to-hand battles that will leave players sweating. Staying faithful to the original Arkham series, the fluid, rhythmic combat system is as thrilling in VR as it was on consoles, making each punch and counter feel impactful and satisfying. Where some VR fans may feel like the combat is overly scripted and prefer more freedom, the combat is still very much a shining feature within the game, coupling up with the fluid movement system expertly. In addition to combat, Arkham Shadow introduces puzzle solving and exploration through its detective mode, encouraging players to uncover hidden secrets throughout Gotham. The game also makes the most of the Quest 3's hardware, delivering top-notch visuals and atmospheric sound design that fully immerses you in Batman's world. The graphics, in fact, are some of the best seen on a MetaQuest game to date. Familiar foes like Two-Face and Scarecrow, voiced by Elijah Wood, make memorable appearances, adding authenticity to the Gotham experience. With a roughly 10-hour campaign, Arkham Shadow offers a rich, compelling experience that is a must-play for fans of VR gaming.